If your plan to retire includes still working a part-time job or having multiple side hustles, that's not retirement. That's just extended work. Many smart Black women turn to side hustles for security, but side hustles aren't freedom. They're still trading your time for money, and that still leads to burnout. So in this video, I'll share the investing strategy that retired me at 47 and pays my expenses without a side hustle. Hey, friends, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Malika, a stock market investor and a money coach. I retired early at 47 and moved to Bali, Indonesia. Now I get to help high achieving Black women invest in the stock market to build wealth, own their time, and more importantly, live well. So if you are looking for financial wisdom that balances your wealth and your wellness, subscribe. And also grab my weekly newsletter that's linked in the description of this video. The investing strategy that allowed me to retire early without a side hustle is dividend investing. This is a strategic way to create passive income without selling your investments or your time. I'll explain three types of dividend paying assets that can create passive income and pay your living expenses in retirement. And at the end of this video, I will also share a tip that most investors overlook that can actually increase your passive income faster without requiring any extra money, time, or effort from you. When I was still working full time, I used to believe that multiple streams of income meant doing multiple side hustles. So I did what most people do. I added more work. I was writing a personal finance blog to the OG besties that remember my finance blog. Hey, girl, hey. I was also freelancing for mainstream media. I was consulting. I was creating more and more coaching offers. On paper, I looked successful because the money was coming in, but it wasn't sustainable. No matter how much of the side hustle work I created on my own terms, I still didn't feel free because I didn't own my time. And then I realized I didn't just need more income. I needed an income that didn't depend on me at all. I needed a passive income. And when that finally clicked, I decided to go heavy on the dividend investing. Now, here are the three types of dividend paying assets in my portfolio. Let's start with the most beginner friendly. It is high dividend yield index funds. These funds hold a diversified basket of stocks that track the index, like the S&P 500, for example. Because the companies inside the basket pay a dividend, the index fund pays a dividend as well. And when you invest in high dividend yield index funds, you're getting automatic exposure to strong companies plus a portion of their profits every quarter. Now, the power here is ease. You don't have to pick individual stocks, just hold high quality funds and let the dividends flow in. It's a great first step if you want a hands-off strategy that still pays you. Now, the second dividend paying assets are individual stocks. This is where you can get more strategic if you want a more hands-on approach. There's a group of companies known as the dividend aristocrats. These are companies in the S&P 500 that have increased their dividend payout consistently for 25 years. These companies reward their shareholders consistently, even through economic uncertainty like recessions. So, adding a few dividend aristocrats to your portfolio can increase your passive income year after year after year. Now, the key to this one is consistency. You're choosing companies that treat dividends as a priority, which means your passive income becomes more stable and increases over time. And the third type of dividend paying assets are REITs, REITs, and that stands for Real Estate Investment Trust. These are companies that own or finance income producing real estate like apartments, malls, storage facilities, hospitals, and even data centers. And by law, they are required to pay out at least 90% of their taxable income as dividends to their shareholders. That means REITs are often high yield dividend payers, and you're getting income from real estate without buying property and without becoming a landlord. The key with REITs are especially helpful for balance. So if your portfolio is already stock heavy, a few well-chosen REITs can increase your cash flow to cover your living expenses more consistently. Now, once I structured my portfolio to focus on passive income, as well as growth and alignment with my desired lifestyle, my money started working harder than I ever could have with any side hustle. And that's the key difference between hustle income and investment income. One requires you to work, and the other frees you from work. Investing in the stock market can build your wealth and pay your bills when you have a whole strategy that's aligned with your goals and your lifestyle. So if you've watched this far and you're still unsure how to create income without a side hustle, book a wealth clarity call. On the call, we'll discuss your goals and how my coaching program can help you get there. The link is in the video description. Now, here's the part that most investors overlook. When dividend investing, they often forget to turn on the DRIP. DRIP. That stands for Dividend Reinvestment Plan. So while you're still working and you don't need to take your dividend payments as cash just yet, the DRIP automatically reinvests your dividends into more shares without any extra money or effort from you. That one step compounds your wealth and accelerates your passive income growth without you having to do anything. So if you want your passive income stream to grow every year, don't forget to turn on the DRIP. Then when you decide to retire or leave your job, you'll have more money to cover your living expenses without a side hustle. You can thank me later. Becoming work optional or retiring early without a side hustle starts with just one decision, making your money work harder than you do. Even with a stable income, many women never build a plan to cover their expenses without exchanging their time for money. If you're afraid to invest, watch this next video where I share common misconceptions about the stock market that are limiting your financial progress. I thank you for spending time with me. I wish you health, wealth, peace, and joy. Until next time, besties. Bye for now.